Okay, so this is now the minimum viable product of the team navigators called MyBus Locator. So the product is comprised of mobile application and web application. So for mobile applications, there are two applications. Namely, we have the admin and the passenger. So on. So for the admin, it will be used in administering bus fleets, locations, arrivals, and the time. It will also be used for the conductors to update the current location of the dispatching bus. So to check, let's try the admins. So given that the username and password is granted, so for example we have the A and A4 login. So this is now the setter to insert the bus number for fleet. For example, the bus number 14 will be dispatched. Okay, enter. So to check the route, for example, we will set the route to Butuan to Cagayan. And the current location is in Butuan. The type of the bus is aircon, for example. And for the available seats, let's say for example there are only 10. Okay, so then enter. So bus number 14 is in fleet now. Okay, we will try to add another bus to check whether it is moving around. So for example 201 bus, then enter. So the current location is also Butuan to Cagayan. So for example, we have the location from Hingoog. The type of the bus is a regular bus. The available seat is 5. Okay, and press enter. It's done. Okay, so that is for the admin. And for the passengers, we have to click the passenger. So the passengers has three options. It's either to display all trips, you can search for a specific trip, and the third one is to reserve a seat. Okay, we'll try to check the display all trips. Okay, so since 14 bus number 14 and bus number 201 already dispatched, so the details of that bus is in there. So for the 14 bus, the available seats is 10, update. And for 201 bus is in regular from Hingo. Alright, turn. To search for a specific trip, let's try this one. Okay, so search for a specific info. So you can search for the route. Okay, since the route is in Butuan to Cagayan, and if you like to search for the type of the bus, we have aircon. In search, automatic, it will display all the fleet going to Butuan to Cagayan, aircon bus type. And for regular, we have search. Okay, 215, 201. Okay, turn on. Now for a reserved seat, okay, so we have this one, a bus card number required in a password. Since a passenger should have paid or reserved using a bus card number to be taken or to be get from any of the agency or uh, station of the bus. So to check whether how the bus number is being given to the passenger, so we will wait for we will stop for this. Wait, then we'll have on the web. Okay, so this is now the web applications. So it will display on the map the dispatching bus. We have the other one. This one is the 14 bus number 14, and the other one we have uh, bus number 201. So the current location is in Hingoog. So the passengers can check the bus location, whether it is in the fleet. So every now and then the page will be refreshed. So for the bus card number, so this is how the admin will work. So only admin. Okay, so this is how to register a bus card number. Only the authorized user of the bus company can input this one. Okay, so for example, the bus card number, let's say, oh, then the cash that's being paid by the passenger for a reservation is 500, and for the passenger we have, let's say, Glenn. Then the password that is will be given to the passenger, let's have it. Then we'll update. Alright, so message updated. Okay, so going back to this mobile application for reservation for passengers, so a bus card number is a requirement and a password. Since since the passenger has already acquired his bus card number, so we will input this one. So for bus card number, it's no. For the password, that's okay. So let's enter. Okay, so this is now the dispatching buses. So the passenger can select which bus to reserve. For example, the bus 14. Okay, so this is one. So the current balance is 500. So the current location of the passenger is from Butuan, for example. His destination, for example, Butuan to Balingasag. Right? Then you can choose either one or two passengers. Okay, so enter. So there is no refund for reservation. Do you want to reserve? Yes, of course. So amount paid is 240. So 240 is a pre-calculated fare based on the route Butuan to Balingasag, which is 120, since two of them, so 240. Okay, so if you want to reserve again, let's check. So an O and a K, for example, and so the remaining balance for Glen is already 160. Okay, so far that's for the passenger. Now to check or to update the fleet, so we'll go back to the administrator. Okay, the admin. Okay, to check the dispatching bus login. So for bus number 14, we'll update the current location. So the current location is Butuan, so we will update it into, so for example, it is now in Kibungsod or Hinguog. Okay, I mean Hinguog. So available seat is 5. Then enter. Updated. The conductor can also check the reserve list if there are available reserve. So since Glenn is in reserve, so is in the reserve passenger. So the conductor can delete if the reserve is already in fleet or have done their travel or trip. Okay, so far that's it. So it will be viewed in the web. So we'll check on the web. Okay. Now, since you want to reserve bus number 14, so you need to fill up your destination, your current location. So bus card number 14, so your cash is 1,000 for example. So there are 5 available seats. So passengers current location is, for example, Salay, then destination to Cagayan. So let's try one only, then update. So successfully reserved. Okay. Okay, so it will be shown on the admin side of the mobile application. So for our BMC and validation board for a while.